Good morning, welcome back. It is Thursday. Today is going to be a flea market find day, as we talked about yesterday or the day before, or sometime within the last day or two. We do have unplugged the microphone in here. We talked about having some die casts that we picked up at booth 34, so we'll show you the little flyer I picked up. I like that it's like this kind of a winter circle-esque themed booth 34, located inside the Antique Mall on Main Street in Mooresville. We passed this and went by it by about 3/4 of a mile before I realized we need to turn around. There wasn't a lot of signage in the direction that we were coming from, so I was just looking at Google Maps and kind of winging it. And as you see, I mean, the pictures don't do it justice. Now, this car was not in the booth. It was actually down the way a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of, they got 1/64th and 1/24th, and they probably have a few 1/43rds and some other scales, but I didn't look at those. But we're going to look at some 1/64th scale cars that we picked up. And all these are going to be from the Racing Champions line. And we'll start with the newest one of the bunch, 1996, Mike Skinner. This is when he made his debut for Childress in the Cup Series at Bristol, I believe it was. He ran 5 races in this car before going full-time in 1997 in the 31 car. Up next, most of these are going to be from the 91 or 92 series based on the copyrights on the back. But this one is an ARCA car. Bill Venturini. So the Rain-X car there. True value. Now, he did run a few cup races in '89, but it was with the Amico Ultimate paint job. That black and white car did break his neck, unfortunately, in Michigan in a crash. Up next, I believe this one's actually a Busch North Series car. Again, it's from the 92 series, according to the copyright on the back. Joe Bessie. So you got Auto Palace, AC Delco there on the side, Auto Palace. I believe that was probably an auto parts store in New England. Yeah, Automotive Superstore. Never been in that neck of the woods, so can never say that I've seen one or been by one. But I think he ran that car in a few Busch South races at the time, but definitely most of the Busch North series there. Speaking of Busch South, we have the 1990 champion, Chuck Bown, with the Nescafe Nestea car. Pontiac there, so they got the body correct on it at least. Pretty clean looking car. Of course, this was back before they really got super detailed like they do now. Another one from this same era. The rest of these are from this 91-92 era. It's actually a Goodies Dash Series car. Larry Caudle. Now, this may be a Busch car, and I might be not remembering him running this car in a Busch race, but I know that he ran primarily in the Goodies Dash Series. So, a Dash Series car there. And the next one, from 1992, it's the Daytona 500 car. Daytona 500 by STP. The first year that the Daytona 500 had corporate sponsorship. We have another one from 1992. This is from the June Michigan race. The Miller Genuine Draft 400. So there it is, Michigan. Michigan 400 on the hood. The date. And probably a good chance I'm in that picture somewhere, sitting right at the entrance of pit road there in the main grandstand. We had some pretty nice seats there. Then we have from 1989, according to the copyright date, but this is probably released in 1990 based on the car. But Robbie Moroso, 1990 Cup Rookie of the Year, 89 Busch Series champion. We all know his history and how he was taken from us, so we won't go into that here. But I always I always pick up this car when I get a chance because it's not necessarily hard to find, but it is one that when I was looking for diecast when I was younger, it was incredibly difficult to find. Last two, again, this one says from 1990, which is accurate. Kyle Petty, the Peak Pontiac. And you can see that that body is just the way that it's not even molded together. You can see the gap in the bumper and the spoiler there and the chipping paint on the back. So they were just low quality control. Numbers pushed back a little bit there. Like Kyle Petty, Peak Antifreeze. And if you go back and watch the 1990 season, this car had, and they have the 89 car here in the background. That was a car he ran in 89. But if you go back and watch the 1990 season, within the first 5 or 6 races, they just made slight alterations where eventually they put like this color blue stripe along the bottom and thinned that pink color a little bit to make it a little bit better appearing on camera. And our final one says from 1991, so I would go along with that. SuperTex AJ Foyt. Looks like I can't tell what that is. It's supposed to be an Oldsmobile is what he raced, but it looks like that's probably an Oldsmobile based on the bumper. So they probably have it molded correctly, but AJ Foyt there. This would have been sponsored by Copenhagen, but since these were marketed to children, they did not have the tobacco and alcohol sponsorship, though I find it funny. The Michigan card does say Miller Genuine Draft 400 on the card. So that has been our flea market finds. Since I didn't get as many cars here as I did in the Indiana garage sale one, I'm only going to be doing these in 10-car batches, just again so I can kind of stretch them out a little bit and continue to give you guys, fresh content and things that you like. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. There's a quick overhead view of the cards. Like and subscribe, and come back at noon for Fast Packs, and we will see you later. As always, thanks for watching.